Thanks for checking in on this 1963 Fiat. It's a 600 Multipla. They call it a DM Multipla. 1963. This is a very cool classic car we got in here at Celebrity Cars. Sometimes we get some of these really old ones. And this Fiat is 1963, way back. Anyway, well, thanks for coming in, checking out this car. What I'm here for, in case you haven't looked at any of the other Celebrity Cars is this video is being put together for condition. All right? So I'm gonna look at nicks, scratches, dings, rust, all that stuff into really large detail, so you don't have any questions about your potential purchase. You've seen its condition from the result of my video here. So right now I'm doing a 5 foot walk around, so you can get an idea what this looks like. And then I'm gonna get up close and go over any imperfections that it might have. This is a very, very nice car. From the get-go, one thing that stands out as far as a ding in it would be this rear window. The rear window is full. It has no cracks. The seal around the rear window is beautiful. It almost looks new, as you can see. But the glass itself is to be desired. It could potentially use a clay bar or some fine polish in order to get some of those marks out. But it's old, it's 1963. Rear window, it's complete. And that is the current condition. So what I'm doing is trying to allow you to see what I'm referring to. There you go. The skylights help me out every time. They leave nothing to the imagination, those skylights. So there you have it for the rear window. Once again, it's a full piece of glass. There's no cracks in it. There's no chips in it. And just has some old age discoloration. While we're in the back, let's take a look at the rear end of this car. I'm looking at its paint, and I see it being very free and clear of any rust or any dings or any scratches. I'll get up close. I'll keep my hand as still as possible. I'll try and concentrate on focusing in on anything that I may find up close that I think you would not be happy with. Once you get into these kinds of things with older car and used cars, you can really get down into detail. And I'm going to attempt to do that today with this car. And I will also pull away, because a lot of these little cracks and scratches, if you will, that I point out are so small. But then again, I want you to virtually be here, looking at it yourself. There's a very small mark here in the paint. And over here is something that could be taken out by your favorite detailer. But there's a little mark in the paint here. I want you to see how small that is. Okay? If you were standing here looking at it, it's a pretty tough thing to see. But I'm doing my best to explain this to you, so you don't have to worry about getting in a car or on a plane and coming out here and checking us out. You could be comfortable with your purchase and just have it delivered right to your door. This rear bumper is in fantastic shape. The chrome is in fantastic shape with very, very little to no scratches in it. Once again, it could probably use some of your favorite polish. This car does need a wax and polish done. So if you're looking at it and you think it's really nice and shiny, it is really nice and shiny. You can imagine what it would look like after a full-blown detail. So that's the back. I'm looking at it with my eyes, I'm looking at it with the camera, and I don't see anything that's jumping out and biting me. Here is the condition of this piece of chrome above the tail light, above the license plate. And here would be the latch in order to open up the engine bay. These tail lights are in terrific condition. I don't see any cracks or bruises in them. Let's look at the passenger side one. Great condition back here. There may be some minor swirls in the paint, which I can't bring up very well in this camera. But I'm not going to tear apart swirls that you can take care of at home. I'm going to leave that up to you and your favorite polish or your favorite detailer. But nothing that is major and won't come out so far. Working our way around to the driver's side of the car. We'll go back up top in a minute. We'll stay with the green and the trim, molding. Great shape. Down here, the rear driver's side quarter panel. I'm going to stop the camera from time to time so you can take a look at yourself. Move real slowly along. It's a very, very nice car. This wheel and hubcap, just very little wear. Other than that, nice shape. I'm gonna work my way down the driver's side. So you can look at the lower rocker panel here. You notice that it's barely blemished. I'm gonna rub my hand on it down here. It is nice and smooth. There are, it seems to be very little rock chips down here. Yep, very little rock chips down here. They're way down on the bottom. So just so we can be clear where they're located on the car, okay? Make sure we're in focus. We're in focus. Good. And that's all I see down there. These hinges are in nice shape. They're nice and clean. There's no dirty rust jumping out at me on this car. You normally find on cars this old. This trim is in wonderful shape all the way down the side. And we're back down here to this green paint. Seems to be a very small chip inside the door here. Really small and really hard to see. All this down here is in fabulous shape. Nice and smooth. Nothing jumping out at me. Very nice. This wheel. Also, just some age to it. It's not bent. Seems to be in pretty nice shape. Get a little look inside the wheel well. It's good in there too. All right, let's check out the above the chrome trim. The glass, the driver's side, has minimal wear to it. There's some scratches in the glass, but they're pretty difficult to see. A little bit of that haze, like the rear window, located in this area right here. But other than that, it's super nice. This side window, no cracks. We do have a little bit of separation here from one of the gaskets. Same as down here. It's very mild. I didn't notice it until now. The tracking all looks good along here. It backs up once again so you can see talking about. And the rear glass on the driver's side, very minimal, if no wear at all. The gaskets all the way around it are intact, in great condition. Okay. Get a look at the roof from this angle. It's nice and straight. Doesn't look like any acorns hit it or any hail damage. Very nice and straight on the roof. And beautiful white paint. Little to no imperfections up there. Let's take a look at the windshield. The windshield's in great shape. There's some minor scratches in it, but nothing to be alarmed by. I'll go by real slow. Once again, we will use the skylights on the ceiling for the detail in the windshield. There's not many markings at all, but I know you can see them, from an old usage of the windshield wipers. Some mild marks in the glass, nothing major. Let's take a look at the trim underneath the windshield. Oh, the rubber trim around the windshield itself seems to be and looks to be in really nice shape. Here's the chrome trim underneath the windshield. I'm gonna shut up for a minute and let you look at the condition. If I see anything, I'll shout out. Good look at the headlights. And the chrome up front here is in fabulous shape as well. Get down here, get a little more detail. You can see underneath the front. There's little to no road wear up here, folks. Hope you can see this because it looks fabulous up here. I've got nothing negative to point out. There's your front. Okay. Let's work our way down the passenger side. Once again, I don't have anything biting to me here. Oh, I've got a little mark here. Looks like well, there you have it. I don't know what to say about it. Could be some surface rust coming through. It's very, very minor. And just wanted to let you know it was there. I'll back up so you can see where it is, how bad it is. Pretty difficult to see. Passenger side door handle. Seems to be a little bit of surface rust right there. I don't think I'd be too alarmed about that, but it's there and you see it. Going across the top of the door. There's a small bubble in the paint right here and another small bubble in the paint right there. Small bubble or two there. Very small bubbling here. As very solid car, folks. I don't, this is just so you know, it's, I have to get right up on top of this in order to see these things. But I will not speak for you, just letting you know what I see. All right, let's go down the side rocker panel. Passenger side. Let you see it first. I'm gonna run my hand over it real quick. It's nice and smooth down here. Yeah, nice and smooth down here. So really, really small. Maybe chip from driving down the road right there. It's super, super small. Rest of the side's looking really good. The chrome trim above the passenger side door handle got a little bit of peeling here. It's very minor. Might be a small ding here, another small ding here in that molding, but I'm being very critical. As you can see, there's a very small chip there in the paint that you can see all by yourself. This trim molding over here is in good condition, but it has its imperfections. From the driver's or from the passenger side door back, this is all in terrific shape. And let's finish off with the green body panel here. It's all very nice and smooth. My hand's in the wheel well. A little bumpy right here, but it's just body paneling. There's no rust. And down here it gets a little rough, but it's nice and, it's nice and hard. It's nice and solid. My hands are still very clean. Look in the wheel well there. Look at the rear passenger side wheel and tire real quick. Let's work our way up into the white zone. This trim molding on both sides is in super shape. The white paint on this side, once again, nice and shiny. Let's look at the glass over here on the passenger side. This piece as well as the other side. Very little imperfections and nice piece of glass, no cracks in it. Once again, we have a seal issue here on this door. That is, and it's starting here. Difficult to see. There's that one. There's that one. Right along here, it's all intact, folks. It's all nice. We have a little bit of separation here as well. And a little separation here as well. This molding is in good shape. You back up here so you can see what we just went over. Okay? Let's get to the driver's door or passenger side door. Glass is down a little bit. I'm pretty sure the glass is in the same shape as the rest of the glass in the vehicle. Since we're pretty much done with the exterior, go in, roll this window up. Get a good look at it. Yep, it's good glass. It's very nice. Great shape. Okay. Seems to be inside the passenger side door. I wanted you to see that. Right above the hinge, seems to be a little bit of surface rust there. It's very, very minor. Just some mild discoloration down there in the far right-hand corner of your screen. Inside the passenger side door, small rub from opening and closing. Let me see if I can focus here. Other than that, it's in super, super, super shape inside this door jamb, much like a new car would be. Here we go, that's a little better picture of that discoloration inside the door. It looks worse on video. but it's very surface, okay? There's nothing chipping away there or falling apart. This is inside of the passenger side door. It's all very nice. This is an older vehicle, so we're gonna look underneath these things here as well. Passenger side seat. There are no abrasions, there's no discolorations. My hands are dirty and I shouldn't be touching it. It's beautiful. This is what your knees will be up against here on the passenger side. Seems to be the spare tire. It gets mounted and is located right here. The interior is super sharp and unbelievably clean. I'm going to do my best to get the camera focused in here. I'll do a little better job once I climb over to the driver's side and leave these doors in. Okay. Part or two. This is a passenger side rear door. Once again, let's look inside the door wells. Sorry about the focus here. I would be saying something if I saw anything terrible. There's some minor scratches there, chips taken out from probably opening and closing the door. There you go, that looks better. It's really nice and clean in here with just a couple things that might need to be addressed. But other than that, there's no major rust. Nothing's about to fall off. It's in super shape. Here's the inside of that column. It might not be perfectly focused, but I'm not seeing anything, okay? Enough of the door jamb. Let's look in the back. Down here are the hinges for the seats. Everything is really nice. Got to do a little bit of maybe some cleaning down there. That's all that is. There's no rust in here. Jeez. A little difficult to focus. Everything down here looks great. All the rubber. The back of the front seat over here. Nice shiny paint. You can see that all of this upholstery is in great shape. Six-seater. This is inside the rear passenger side door. Once again, I've got nothing to share. The paint around, real small nick there. That's just a staple in the seat. It's just how it was put together. Nothing wrong there. All right, let's work our way around to the driver's side. This is inside the driver's side door. So this could use an extra couple of screws. Some glue there. A couple chips from getting in and out of the door. all nice and real clean. I hope it's in focus. There you go. There you go. Looks the same all the way around. Two little nicks right there. All right, let's take a look at the driver's seat this side. Once again, I don't see any cracks, splits, tears. The white piping is still white in great condition. Let's take a look down here at the floor. Floor's in great shape. The rubber's in great shape. A little scrub brush or two. Get it a little extra cleaned up. Okay, here's your steering wheel. Once again, I don't see any damage. Any splitting. The chrome is in nice shape on the steering wheel. Maybe some very light scratches. Be normal. Car this age. This all black is in very nice condition. The dashboard pretty much looks new. The green, the sticker, the chrome. Guess this would have been an old ashtray. It looks great. All the switches here and the chrome here inside look terrific. Nothing jumping out at me. All that's in super shape. This lens here protecting the speedometer. And the coolant and the gas gauge is all really clear. It's really nice. Take a look up. A little bit of glue came out from underneath here. But the paint and everything, the headliner looks great. Rear mirror has a little hairline scratch in it. Nothing to be alarmed of. And this material for the seat is really nice, really comfortable. Door closes real nice. Let's take a look into the back seat here and the back door. Once again, the material in the door is beautiful. Got a small mark on the door there. Small mark on the inside of the door there. Behind the driver's seat, once again, this paint is all in really nice condition. These seats, once again, are in beautiful condition. It's very small wear on this painted seat. A couple little scratches here. Once again, nothing to write home about. Let's get a look at the rubber floor. Hard to see. There we go. It's nice and clean down here. Hinges. This is driver's side rear seat, folks. These hinges here, same condition as the driver's side or the passenger side. Okay. One more look at the headliner. All right. All the doors, all the latches work real well. Let's see if we can get a look at this engine. All right. If you jumped ahead in the video, you already know what the car looks like. And you've jumped ahead here to look at the engine compartment. I'll say a quick glance, this all looks barely used. Been reconditioned. It's beautiful. The paint back here is shiny in the engine compartment. The electrical cabling is in perfect condition, or I'm sorry, is in beautiful condition. It's nice and clean. And I'm going over all this stuff really slow. It's what I'm here for. So you can see everything as if you were here. Okay. All right, there you go. There's your engine compartment. Closes up real nice. Closes up real nice. Closes up real nice. I hope you enjoy checking out this 1963 Fiat Multipla. If you have any more questions, check out our description at celebritycars.com and give us a call if you have any more questions about this awesome ride. Thanks very much.